Hello and welcome to Moonlight Whispers. I am very glad you are here. Before we begin, tell me, where are you spending this evening? Perhaps you are relaxing in a quiet bedroom or curled up on a comfortable sofa with a cup of hot tea, or perhaps you are traveling peacefully on a train. Wherever you are, I hope you feel calm, safe, and ready to gently sink into a moment of reflection. If you enjoy these peaceful stories and want to hear more, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Your small gesture helps preserve this magical space. And to those who are already part of our little sleepy community, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means more to us than you can imagine. So let's begin our journey. In a quiet town by the river, there stood a little clock shop, older than memory itself. Inside, every second ticked in harmony, each sound a whisper from another time. And behind the counter, bent over his tools, worked the clockmaker, Elias Rowan. A man who believed that every broken clock had a soul. He repaired them all. The grand clocks from old halls, the pocket watches from soldiers' coats, even the little cuckoos that sang once every hour. But there was one thing Elias never spoke of, a promise he made long ago to the woman who gave him his very first watch, his wife, Clara. They built the shop together, and every evening she would wind one clock, the same one, before they closed. So that time, she said, never stops for us. But time has its own plans. Clara fell ill one winter, and the ticking of the clocks became the only sound in their home. On her final night, Elias promised her one thing, that her clock would never stop. Years passed. Customers came and went. The little shop changed hands, but Elias remained. Every morning, before the town awoke, he would wind the same clock, the one with the small golden hands and her initials engraved inside. And though his own hands shook with age, the clock never faltered. Its sound was steady, gentle, alive. One evening, a stranger came in, a young woman holding a broken wristwatch. It stopped, she said, at the moment my mother passed. Elias looked at her watch, and for the first time in years, his eyes filled with tears. Then it has something to remember, he whispered. Let's give it a heartbeat again. He repaired it gently, with patience, with silence, as though time itself were holding its breath. When he finished, the watch began to tick again. The young woman smiled and said softly, my mother's name was Clara. Elias froze. The old clock on the shelf, her clock, ticked once and then stopped. When the town awoke the next morning, the little clock shop was quiet, tools still in hand, and a note beside the clock. I kept my promise. Now she's keeping hers. Good night, Elias. Good night, Clara. And good night to all promises that time can't break.